So students, now let us see the difference between unicellular and multicellular organisms. Now the prime difference is, as the name suggests, unicellular, single celled, made from one cell. Multicellular, more than one cell. Organism made from more than one cell. Right? But then there have to be some more differences as well. Let us see some of them. So, when we talk about a unicellular organism or a multicellular organism, let us try to find the difference between them, comparing them like on a common note, right? So, talking about the number of cells, the unicellular organism's body is composed of just a single cell. You know the examples, right? Amoeba, bacteria, all of them are single celled organisms. Yeast, which is a fungi, is a single celled organism, right? On the contrary, the multicellulars, if you talk about the number of cells in the multicellular organisms, they are made up of more than one cell. The multicellular organisms, their body is composed of more than one cell. It could be two cells also, right? Now, the next thing is talking about the lifespan of the unicellulars and the multicellular organism. When you talk about the lifespan of a unicellular organism, the lifespan is really short. Let me give you an example. You all know the bacterium Escherichia coli. Escherichia coli or E. coli is a bacteria. Now the lifespan of that bacteria is just 17 minutes. Yes, you heard me right. Within just 17 minutes, that bacterium is able to grow, reproduce and die. And then within 17 minutes, next generation comes, right? So on an average you can say 20 minutes, 17 to 20 minutes. Okay, so in an hour, imagine how many generations you can see of that bacteria, right? So that was just one example, right? So this Escherichia coli or E. coli is a bacterium. It's a unicellular organism. So the lifespan of unicellular organisms are shorter. They are single celled, right? They have a small body, single celled entity, right? So their lifespan has to be small, short. Okay. On the contrary, the lifespan of the multicellular organism in comparison is longer. Okay, so in comparison to the unicellular organisms, the lifespan of the multicellular organisms is long. It's longer lifespan. Now talking about the next point, talking about the size and visibility. Okay, talking about the unicellulars first. So the unicellular organisms area of smaller size, that most of them are not even visible to the naked eye. Okay, so the unicellular organisms, like, if you remember, we had discussed the size of the unicellular organism is like, if I'm talking about a bacteria, the size ranges from 1 to 2 micrometer, which is really tiny. You now know, right, how many bacteria whose size ranges from 1 to 2 micrometer can accommodate on this nib, which is of 1 mm, right? So the size is really tiny. As the size goes down, as the size decreases, so will the visibility. It's directly proportional, right? Smaller the size, lesser will be the visibility. So the size of the unicellular organisms is smaller, and hence the visibility will be less. So they won't be visible by our naked eye. And different to that, when we talk about multicellular organism, the multicellular organism is of larger size. Say when we're discussing the size of the eukaryotic cell, eukaryotic cell can be a unicellular organism. The cell of an animal cell or a plant cell is ranges from 100 micrometers. It's larger. Okay, so the multicellular organism, the size of the cell is large, and most of the cells are visible. For instance, you know that the human egg, it is visible by our naked eye. Okay. So students, in this slide what did we cover? We covered the difference between the unicellular organisms and the multicellular organisms. The point of discussion were the number of the cells, the lifespan, and the size and visibility.